Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing Johnny Cash's version of Personal Jesus. My God, it's good. It is such a good riff. This is just a riff lesson, okay? So it's just that intro riff with a little key change. So it's going to be a nice little short lesson. It's not the whole song. If enough of you really want the whole song, then just leave if I get more than 5 comments or someone saying, yes, Drew, teach us the rest, then I will. But I just love playing this. This is one of those riffs I just like playing over and over and over, and it just keeps me playing the guitar like all the time. So I think once you've learned this main riff, which to be honest with you is a lot of the song in any case, you're just going to want to keep playing it. However, if you do want the rest, just if I get more than 5 people saying, yes, teach me the riff, then we'll go for it. Anyway, I'll stop rabbiting. Let's have a look at the left hand and learn how to play this awesome riff. Now there's a few techniques with this one that we're going to need to get to grips with. The bend and the flick off is one of them, so we're going to get started on that. Now before we can play that technique, we just need to take our index finger and we're going to press down the A and the D string with one finger. Now notice how my thumb isn't up over the top when I'm doing that. To press down, my thumb is right round the back, and I'm pushing in and I'm making sure these two strings, the D and the G string, sorry, the A and the D string, are ringing, okay? Like this. So it doesn't matter if these others are muted. In fact, it's almost favourable, because if you were to accidentally hit them when you're picking, then they wouldn't sound. It would just be a dead sound. So these ringing, and obviously this one on the top, nothing happening there. So that's the first chord that you're going to need to get held down. Now you're going to start by picking an open E string, so that's the thickest string here. Then with your middle finger, you're going to pick the 3rd fret on the thickest string, this G, and you're going to pick it, bend it by a quarter tone. Now that means basically not very much, so we're not going, now that's too much, that's like almost a whole tone. So we're going by, just feel like you're pulling it down by, I don't know, maybe just under ½ a centimetre from the string moving on the fret against the fret marker. So just dig your callus in if you've got them, hopefully you have. So dig it in, pull it down, and then flick away. Now to flick away, or it's called a pull off or a flick off, you just dig your callus in and then pull to release. So you can do that anywhere. They're all technically flick offs, albeit a bit sloppy. Okay, so you pick it, quarter tone bend, flick off. All the while leaving this here. You may be thinking, well Drew, why am I leaving that there? Well, the reason is we're about to pick it in just a second, even though it's not what we start with. It's always good to be prepared when it comes to playing, knowing what's next in the song. So we've done that. We're then going to play the 3rd string down, which is a 2, because this finger's holding it down. So it's... We're then going to play the 3 again on the thickest string, so move the middle finger back. Let's start again. Then we're going to strum both these 2s. You see, you knew there was a reason you were holding both of them down, right? So now you're going to hit both of them with a little strum. So far we've got... Okay, we're then going to play the open string again. And then we're going to follow that by another strum on those 2s on the A and the D string. So far. Okay, we're then, after that, going to do another bend on the 3 and a flick off. Same tone, quarter tone bend. So far. Then we're going to do the 2 again on the D string, and then we're going to bring the 3 back, pick it, and we're then going to play the 2 by itself. I'll do that really slowly. That's the whole riff then. that 4 times before I made a change. And let me just show you what that change is now. So we play the riff as normal. Whoops. So we play this 3. Now instead of hitting the 2s again, we're going to move this bar finger down to now bar the D and the G string, the middle 2 strings, and we're going to do a little strum, but this time on the A and D here. So we then get this. Then we're going to do the flick off on the 3, but this time it's on the A string, so we're going to do a little bend. So that's called a key change. Then we're going to strum these 2s. Then we're going to play the open A string. So I'll take you up to that point, and then G on the 3rd fret. Sorry. So this is the beginning of that riff, but going into the new part. Okay. Then you're here on the 3rd fret. Leave that there. We're going to strum the middle strings open. We're then going to play the 3 again on the thicker string, and we're going to play those open strings again. Then we're going to go to the 2nd fret, so just use your index finger, play that, and then the middle strings, and then do that again. Okay, so I'm going to do it from the change now, so it's... Do it again. And that's back to the riff. Okay, so let's just do that riff one last time, and this time going straight into that change and then back into the original riff. Okay, so nice and slowly, here we go, and... Thank you for watching my riff lesson. If you've got a short attention span and you just want to learn cool little riffs on the guitar that are very, very short but instantly sound like the song, then click this link here. That's going to take you through over to my website on the riff section. I think there's about 10 free riffs there at the moment, so loads of cool little tunes that you can be playing and putting together, and just stuff to kind of spice up your practice. Cool little riffs. Thank you very much for watching. Keep on playing. See you soon.